They called the vote the hour of reckoning, and as the hour approached, tension built on the streets of London. What began as small-scale clashes fast turned to violent and dangerous confrontations with the police. The area around Parliament was the focus for the protesters' fury. The battles there were to last for hours, leaving several police officers and campaigners injured.
There was a sense of inevitability about this. The police knew it, and many in the crowd seemed to know that on the day of the vote, some would not be content with peaceful protest.
They may have expected it, but a repeat of the violence of recent weeks left many who marched peacefully frustrated. They claimed those who hid behind masks and scarves did not speak for them. They questioned whether some of them were even students at all.
We're not here to be violent, we just want to be peaceful, and we don't want to pay so much for our education, you know?
We were told to prepare for this, but we didn't expect as many people to be violent.
It's a shame, really, because it's because of a few people who've got a bit violent, but it didn't need to happen.
It's just upsetting that they seem to represent the whole of us when it's the minority.
Protesters hurled flares, sticks and barriers at the police, who in turn took a hard line, pushing back the crowds on horseback and with truncheon assaults. Even so, buildings like the Treasury were targeted. Monuments defaced, and a car carrying Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall was attacked. They were not harmed. As the hours passed, officers again resorted to the controversial tactic of containment, raising questions about the operation's effectiveness and accusations that they were heavy-handed.
I think that's, frankly, it's utter nonsense. I think anybody who's been watching the pictures and the violence today will just want to condemn it. Any right-minded individual, including peaceful protesters who want to make a point, will condemn what has happened today. And frankly, that is just an excuse that people are hiding behind. It's not acceptable.
That violence extended to London's shopping heartland of Oxford Street, where protesters attacked High Street stores. Nearby, the Supreme Court was the focus for others' fury. Windows smashed before riot teams moved in. Time and time again, protesters tried to force their way through police lines onto the streets closest to Parliament, where the vote was taking place. Their anger and efforts failed to change the course of events inside, but there were few regrets about trying.
No, it's not a waste of time. It's people showing that they care about something, that there's something bigger than themselves that they're willing to protect.
It's always important to show your opinion, and like for us, I'm 16 and this is the only way that I can put my opinions across. Well, one of the ways, but I can't vote.
If every person thinks that, then no one's going to come. So I'm really happy I've come today, and I feel like I'm trying to make a difference.
The police effort to keep the protesters away from Parliament continued long into the night, with many students complaining about being restrained and kettled. The violence of the protests has masked the sheer breadth of feeling over the tuition fees and cuts. For weeks, tens of thousands have marched. Far fewer have been engaged in acts of vandalism and aggression. But few issues have galvanised so many young people in this nation in recent years, and they have promised to make those they feel have betrayed them pay politically.